hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love by doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child.
Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, hast interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace. Consent to marry with Demetrius.
I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided. In that case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, maiden. To you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, where if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or on Diana's altar to protest for I austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and, Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do state unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes in every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, has won the soul of Neater's daughter, Helena, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to fit your fancies to your father's will. or else the law of Athens yields you up to death or vow a single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business.
With duty and desire, Hippolyta.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of mine eyes.
Ah me, for aught that ever I could read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Swift as a shadow, short as any dream, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things do come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote, 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There may I marry thee, and there the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth from thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by that which knitted souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching, over favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He shall no more see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens a paradise to me. Oh then, what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass. A time when lovers' flight doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, a league without the town, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence, from Athens, turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit, through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Merry our play is. The most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely, or part to Terracatin to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. This was lofty. This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Fluke, the bell spender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all right. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And that I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Spouse, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father,
Thisby's father, and Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, that if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I'll roar you, as gently as 'twere any sucking dove. I will roar you as 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all. Then you would play bareface. But masters, here are your parts, and I'm to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse more obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet!
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar.
Over park, over pale, through flood, through fire.
I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon, he would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. Now they never meet, in grove or green, by fountain clear, or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves, for fear, creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite.
Called Robin, good fellow, are you not he that frightens maidens of the villagery?
And sometimes make their drink to bear no barn. Mistly night wanderers laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Fairies, thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon, and I make him smile. But room, fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress,
met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon?
Very skip hence.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord? Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and full often in the spiced Indian air at night, she has sat with me and gossiped by my side on Neptune's yellow sands. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake I raise up the child, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you to stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you would dance patiently in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. Otherwise shun me, and I'll spare thy haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We'll chide downright if we longer stay.
Will go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league. I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes. Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can't take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slay for me. Thou toldst me there was still into this wood, and here I am, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my fair Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow.
Do I entice you? Do I speak ye fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. Neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. I am your spaniel, and the more you beat me, the more I will fawn upon you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on you.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Oh, by Demetrius! I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell,
to die upon the hand I love so well. Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer. Hey, there it is. I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank whereon the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weave wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with the disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Enact it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow. Fear not, my lord, your faithful servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundrill and a fairy song, and for a third of a second, hence, some to kill cankers in the musk-rose buds, some war with rare mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some hold back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices, let me rest.
Seest when thou dost wake, do it, for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. In thy eye it shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes love's meaning in love's conference. I mean, unto yours my heart is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. So by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say that Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off, in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So, far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eye be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, Athenian found I none, on whose eyes might I approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Oh, pretty soul, she durst not lie. Hear this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy lid. So awake when I am gone, for I am now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace.
Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear. The beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name, to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What, though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious moments I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says, thou art the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye? But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth you do me wrong. Good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you, Lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as a heresy that men do leave, are hated most by those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit, and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander. What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? No. Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately. Are we all met?
Pet. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire naked, a perilous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make it all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and the Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No, let it be 2 more. May it be written in 8 and 8.
Would not the ladies be afeared of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us! A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearsome wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, Another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, no, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and there indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber, for, you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar, a calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, we may leave a great casement of the chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine through the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through a chink of the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say ye, Bottom?
Some man or the other must present wall. And let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus. And through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break. And so, everyone according to his cues.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of our fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, and an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus! Thisbe, stand forth!
Thisbe, thy flowers have odious savors sweet.
Odorous, odorous!
Odor, savor, sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear. A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand. He goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus!
Most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. Most frisky juvenile, and eke, most lovely Jew. As true as horse, as yet would never tire. I meet thee, Pyramus, at Nene's tomb.
Nidus is to man? Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tire.
As true as
Horse, I yet could never tire. If I were fair Thisbe, if I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about, around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. And I'll neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn as horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn. Why do they run away? This is the knavery of them to make me afeard. ass in me, to frighten me if they could. But do what they can, I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, so that they shall see I am not afraid. The ouncel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, yeah! The throstle with its notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, who dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, mortal, sing again. For mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce does move me to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, that you should have little reason for that. Yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. It is a pity that some honest neighbors do not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. You will stay whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still does tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to tend on me. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing, while you on pressed flowers do sleep. And I shall purge your mortal grossness so, that like an airy spirit you will go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed.
Ready? And I.
And I.
And I. Where shall
we
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Steal the honey bag from the humblebee and flaps the wing from pig to butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves. Do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail. Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas Blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, too. Your name, good sir?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your home. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then, what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. I know, mad spirit.
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, crude patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of this barren sort, who pyramids presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, and anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, sever themselves and madly sweep to the sky. So, at his sight, away his fellows fly. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. And when, at this moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straight my loved ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he wakes, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but this is not the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but try, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced to the heart with your stern cruelties. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I would rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake.
You spend your passion on a misprinted mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, where he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, look thou, bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena's here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake. Then we'll do at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. These things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born, in their nativity all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
O Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect in thought, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eye?
Oh, spite! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will, to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will not. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart with Hermia but his guest-wise sojourn, and now to Helen his home return, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Despair is not the faith thou dost not know. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it's brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide fair Helen, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light.
You speak not as you think.
Or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou sayest so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, I'll thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love out, tawny tartar, out, out, loathed medicine, hated poison, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? What news, my love? Am not I, Hermia? Are not you, Lysander? Why, Then you left me. Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, me. You, juggler. You canker blossom. You thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, in faith, have you no modesty? No maiden shame? Fie, you counterfeit. You puppet, you?
Puppet. Why so? I. That way goes the game. How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark, again.
Be not afraid, Helena. She shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again. Nothing but love and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering not grass maid. You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf and scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena.
Well, follow if thou darest, to try who's right, or thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with you, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress. All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I'll not trust you, I. No longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far, I am glad it so did sort, as their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Then back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her, the Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace. But, notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down! Up and down! I will lead them up and down. I'm afeard in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Beating the bushes, telling them thou lookest for wars?
Yea, art thou
Thou recreant, come thou child.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, yet still dares me on. When I come where he calls him, he is gone. That fallen am I, in dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Come thou, gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this blight.
Ho, 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 coward, comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place. And even now, thou wilt not stand, nor look me in the face.
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this spear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to bestow my length upon this cold bed. Let dawn's approach. Tomorrow, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night.
Oh, long, tedious night. Abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company just detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me a while from mine own company. Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. Gentle lover, to your isle I'll apply remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And as the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, and all shall be well.
Come, lie thee down on this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head. And kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur, good monsieur, get your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready? What's your will?
Nothing, but to help Cavalry Cob up to scratch. I must to the barber's, for methinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If a hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Say, sweet love, what thou desires to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats.
Or say, sweet love, would thou hear some music?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or what hast thou to eat?
I could munch your good dry oats.
Oh, yeah.
But I have an expedition of sleep come upon me. Have a care none of your people wake me.
Sleep then, and I shall wind thee in my arms. Fairies, away, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind the wood, I then did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bring him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. And now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon! What visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass!
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5 the sense.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Titania, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's court triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There will the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lords, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed. My love shall hear the music of my hounds. We will, fair queen, up to mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sanded, with heads that are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. A cry more tunable was never hollered to, nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear, but soft, What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep.
And this Lysander, this Demetrius is. And this, Helena. Old Neater's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came in grace of our solemnities. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give the answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, one of you, bid my huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, my friends.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity.
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as yet I think, for truly would I speak, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head.
They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius. They're about to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth. Of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is my love for Hermia melted as doth the snow. And now, the faith and virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But, as in sickness, did I loathe this natural food. Now, as in health, do I come to my natural taste. And I do long for it, wish it, love it, and forevermore will be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse more we will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. And for the morning now is something worn. Our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned to clouds.
Methinks I see these things with a parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that we dream, we sleep. Was not the Duke here, and bid us follow him to the temple?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Well then, we are awake. Let us go to the temple. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender. Snout, starveling. Stolen hints and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to say what my dream was. Methought I was, but there is no man that can say what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patched fool if he were to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, nor is his hand able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it in the latter end of the play. And to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Without doubt, he is transported.
If he comes not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Aye, the best person too. And here's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say a paragon. A paramour is, bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day and Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour! Yay!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word from me. All I will say is, the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Let every man look o'er his part, for the short and long is, our play is preferred.
Yay!
In any case, let this be have clean linen, and let not he that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, sweet actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. Now no more words. Away! Go! Away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and yet grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus!
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that I have told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice three muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary? That is some satire keen and critical, not in sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief, that is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter, never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, and have never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing. Nothing in this world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. Take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
My sweet, you shall see no such thing. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, and in conclusion, dumbly have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet, I picked a welcome, and in modesty of fearful duty, I read as much from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite, we do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow does not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, for souls they are content to whisper, at the which moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Nidus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion, vile with bloody mouth, did stain. And on comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In the same interlude, it doth befall that I, one stout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper, very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. This truth is so. And this cranny is right and sinister, the same which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I have heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, how often hast thou heard my moan, reporting my fear, Pyramus and me? These lily lips have often kissed thy stone, with wine and hair, given thee.
I hear a voice. To the chink to spy, and I see my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
Pyramus, thou art my love. I think
what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. And, like Lymander, I am trusty still.
And like hell, none until the faith be killed.
Not Shelfless to Prochorus was so true.
From Shelfless to Prochorus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the chink of this vile wall.
I kept the wall's hole and not your
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Time life, time death. I go without delay. And now that I, wall, my part starts up, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now was the mirror.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I've heard. The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amends them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they have themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now, perchance, both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one snug the joiner am, a lion fell, or else no lion's dam. For if I come as lion in strife into this place, to have pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
The best beast that e'er I saw, my lord.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord. For his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon
He
present.
should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no moon. His horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should have been put in the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for, as you see, it is in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would you change?
It appears by small light of his discretion that he is in the way, but yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the same.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have left to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, myself, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why then all these should be in the lantern, for they are in the moon. But silence! Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with his brilliance.
Well moused, lion.
And thence came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
I thank thee, moon, for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering streams, I trust to taste of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, and mark poor night. What dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? A dainty duck, oh dear. Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame, that has here since deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked to a cheer. Out tears confound, out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap, where heart doth hop. Now thus I die, thus, thus, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled. My soul is in the sky, tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight. Now thus I die, die. Die! Die!
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A most will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
And she has spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she moans what day the cat. Ah!
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak. Quite done? Dead, dead. A 2 months
shorn. His breath was sheer the silk. Oh, tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade. And farewell, friends. Thus, since the end. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that part of their fathers. Will it please you to hear the epilogue, or to see a bergamask dance between two of our company?
Oh, no epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For the iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
And now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house gives glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite, hot as light as bird from briar. And this ditty, after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace shall we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace, ever shall in safety rest, and the owner of it blessed. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you will pardon, we will mend. And as I'm honest Puck, if we have but unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the Puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
First of all, to all the parents that have so diligently had to get up early and drive us all the way here and pack lunches and make costumes and help with sets and things. We also wanted to thank all the junior coaches, which are lots of the girls, and, well, they're all girls actually, that were in Shakespeare Troupe in the beginning. I don't know if any of them, y'all come out here. Come on, you have to. They can't act like they're shadows. Moms that have been coaches for us. Mrs. McPherson, she's on the front row. Wave at least. Also, there's some really nice people here from Baylor that have been doing all the lights. He's stuck in the tower behind y'all. And the stage manager guy.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Rick.
guess that's it. We didn't rehearse the thank you, so you know. So, good night. Thank you for coming.